Okay, Caiden, what happened to your video? Because it was the most laughable thing I think I've ever seen in my life. Well, I mean, that's not what happened. I don't know. You could apologize. I don't know. You could admit your... I don't know.
Thing that I should apologize for. They sure didn't apologize. They were predicting an Al Gore win, and he ended up losing.
You're right.
They were predicting a Kerry win.
You're right.
Plus two. So why should I apologize, but they shouldn't? You guys are always talking about fairness. How's that fair?
You got a point. You got a point there. I'll admit that. What do you have to say about the whole marijuana in Oregon and not Oregon, Washington and Colorado? I was wondering how you guys felt about that.
That's it, I guess. I don't know. It's showing the decrease of America's values, the American strength. I mean, this issue is not a Republican issue. It's not a Democratic issue. This is a nonpartisan issue, but because if you remember, Harry Reid said that we can't allow it. Harry Reid said we also can't allow prostitution. I couldn't believe when I heard that. So this issue is not this issue is nonpartisan. Both sides are against it. The majority of them.
The libertarians are.
But in those states have passed. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's just America's principles are slowly being replaced with these open-minded liberal principles, piece by piece, and we're taking up the founding principles, everything that the country was built upon, and we're putting in these new, modern, updated principles. Any constitutionalist would be against it.
Is there anything in the Constitution that would go against the legalization of marijuana or any other drug?
Put it this way, I heard this argument a long time ago. If you smoke marijuana and it'll kill your brain cells, guess what? You're not going to know what the Constitution is or anything that it says. So how can you legalize a drug? Say that's okay to go by the Constitution, when by the time you get done smoking it, you're not going to know what the Constitution is. That doesn't make it. I don't understand. How can you go by the Constitution when sooner or later you're not going to remember what it is, what it says, or anything? Because that kills brain cells. I mean, that's harming people.
I think that's the.
Why you would want to legalize something like this.
I think that is the weakest argument I think I've ever heard against marijuana.
So you would like to see people die in car wrecks because of this.
People die in car wrecks due to alcohol, man, and alcohol is legal.
Well, I know, I don't like alcohol, but that's not what we're talking about right now.
But alcohol, no, go on.
But you would like to see heart attacks in the United States increase because it increases heart attack risk by at least I believe over 70%. For the first couple of hours. So this is a dangerous drug.
You know that almost no one in the history of mankind has ever died from a marijuana overdose? No one. What?
Have you ever heard of where people died from dealing it?
People die from dealing it, and that's the big problem. That's why it should be legal. All the violence from drug is from the violence of gangs. Yes.
Well, see, did they legalize marijuana, period, or did they legalize prescription marijuana?
It's not prescription. It was medicinal marijuana in a couple states. I think I'm not sure. Massachusetts, maybe. Mitt Romney's home state. It was passed in Colorado and Washington.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
Because are you in support of legalizing marijuana, period, or prescription?
I'm completely in support of regular recreational marijuana use being legalized.
Okay, why do you want it?
It's not that I want it necessarily. It's that I feel, one, that just people deserve to have a right to put what they want to in their own bodies. And I hear a lot of libertarians saying that all drugs should be legalized, and I personally disagree with this. I agree with
What about meth? Do you think that it should be legalized?
No, but
Hold on. Why is that?
Because it causes damage to other people. It makes you do other hurtful things to other people.
you get high on marijuana, could that make you do hurtful things to other people, like driving in a car and then hitting into someone and killing them? Don't you think that could harm another person?
Don't you think alcohol could do the same?
Exactly. And that's why driving under the influence is illegal, and personally, I'm against alcohol.
Well, don't you think that if marijuana was legal, they would have the same restrictions on it as alcohol? Because that's what I would want. If marijuana was legal, I would want the same restrictions as there were on alcohol.
Well, personally, really, to use some of this, I think that people who want to smoke marijuana, if marijuana continues to stay illegal, the problem is going to get worse if you legalize it.
No, it isn't, because the violence...
I know this is the libertarian argument, but
I'm mostly a liberal, but I feel I have the libertarian position on this.
Do you like Ron Paul or President Obama?
I didn't really... I liked some things about Ron Paul, but I was more of a Gary Johnson guy.
Gary Johnson, okay.
Yes, I know. Laugh it up.
Hold it. Well, let's move on to something more important. Okay, so the election was yesterday.
Yeah.
Who did you vote for? Obama?
Well, I'm 15, so...
Oh, you're 15? Okay. Okay, did Acorn help you?
My dad voted for Romney, if that makes you feel better.
Okay, yeah, that does make me... Wait, hold it. This is very important. Who did your mom vote for?
My mom didn't vote.
Okay, she didn't vote? Okay. Did you like Romney, or...?
She liked Obama back in 2008, but she doesn't really... She said she hates both candidates, which I can't totally blame her for. But...
I don't either.
Okay.
Do you like Obama, Mitt Romney, or who?
Gary Johnson. But between those two, I would maybe go with Barack Obama, but it would be just ridiculous, to say that I was more than a little disappointed about Obama these 4 years.
I've got to say this. Do you think that we're better off now than we were 4 years ago?
What do you mean, with George Bush as our president, or...
When George Bush was our president, yeah. That'd be 4 years ago.
Do I think we're better off? Maybe not. I think as us, because, no, I don't know. Not really. I think we're about... I don't think we're worse. I would say we're about the same, because... As a president, I think presidentially it's the same. I think as a country, just as ourselves, it's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to let you go here in a minute, but I want to tell you this. If you, all right, let's forget about social conservatism for a minute, okay?
Yeah, sure.
So that's one issue, okay? And if I can't win with social conservatism, at least we're going to try to win you with fiscal conservatism.
All right.
Now, look at the economy.
Yeah.
It was now. Look at the economy now. Look at it in 2008 when Bush was in office. There's a big difference there.
There was a big
difference. The economy
difference.
was better when Bush was in office. It's worse now. Unemployment has increased since Bush was in office. Unemployment was 7.3% when Bush was in office. Now it is 8.1%. Bush spent $5 trillion in 8 years. President Obama has spent $5 trillion, I believe $6 trillion. I believe $6 trillion now in 4 years.
Yeah.
See a difference there?
I do.
Bush spent $5 trillion in 8 years. Obama spent $5 trillion in 4 years.
Yeah, I am.
You're right. In the next, so by 2016, since the American people voted this man back in, we are going to have a $20 trillion debt. $20 trillion national deficit.
Yeah.
That's not better off than we were 4 years ago.
It's not.
Worse.
It's not.
And if you go by a graph that the Bureau of Labor Statistics provided, it shows that the so-called recovery that President Obama has been talking about has actually stayed under 59% and between 59 and 58%.
Yeah.
So we're not recovering, and truthfully, Mitt Romney was not my choice for president. Okay, I would have rather had Alan West. He didn't run. I would have rather had Herman Cain. I would have rather had someone
Herman Cain
other
was
than
pretty
him.
popular.
Because this guy is in support of big government, and Mitt Romney would have done a lot better job. I have to say that. He would have done a lot better job. I mean, it wouldn't have been, I don't think he would have been by far the best president that we've ever had,
Yeah.
Since Ronald Reagan. I'm still waiting for a president since Ronald Reagan that's been as good.
Uh-huh.
But I think Mitt Romney would have helped our economy. I think he would have decreased unemployment. I think he would have increased our national deficit. And I mean, it sort of did upset me when he lost. I mean, I can't stand 4 more years of Obama. It's ridiculous. And if we lose the House in 2014, then the next one's going to be 2016. The country's going to go downhill. And so now you say that you're liberal, right?
I am liberal on most issues. If not liberal, then I am a libertarian on some issues. I am not conservative.
Yeah. Okay. Do you like Harry Reid?
Harry Reid? Not really, to an extent.
Okay. Do you like Obama?
No, not really. No.
You don't like Obama?
I want to like Obama. He seems like a likable guy, but behind him is a lying scumbag. And the truth is, I think you're thinking a different thing than me. I think that he just spends so much time trying to please conservatives. Like I saw your video about Obama, a couple, your famous Obama is making kids gay that made you a huge celebrity. I know you and a lot of other conservatives you and a lot of other conservatives were saying that he just came up with this and he was only doing it to please the gays, and I think you're right, but I think Obama's always been for gay marriage, because in the 90s he said he was for gay marriage. I think he changed it in 2008 because he didn't think he would get elected. He really just seems to change his positions as it goes on.
I'll put it this way. I don't think he supported gay marriage. I think that he was against gay marriage.
All right.
And if you listen to this, okay, here his poll numbers are down. All right, his poll numbers are down. So what is the LGBT looking at? They see that both candidates are against legalizing, they are both against legalizing gay marriage.
Yeah.
So what do? They go to how the country is reacting. They look at the economy, they look at unemployment, they look at the national debt, and then all of a sudden, President Obama says, I'm involved. I want to legalize gay marriage. And then what happens? 4 more years of Obama, they decide to shift their support to Obama because he is promising them gay marriage that they have always wanted, and that's the Obama plan. That's the entire reason why Obama got the LGBT vote, is that most of them are liberal, rather than libertarian.
Well, Obama got a lot of the LGBT vote in 2008. It's just...
He got but he got more.
Yeah.
And but a lot has changed since 2008. I mean, look at my predictions for 2000 for this election.
Yes.
When I took the results from 2010, look how much it's changed from 2010 to 2012.
Yeah.
I mean, things can change a little bit in so many years, but to me, you're not sounding like a liberal. You're sounding more like a libertarian, and I think you need to maybe look into that a little bit more.
I have, especially over the past couple of months when I kind of developed a support for Gary Johnson. But I don't know, fiscally, I'm pretty, I don't know, I don't really know much about fiscal, just anything to call myself, to label myself yet.
Alright, I'll tell you what, you call it, I'm going to have to let you go, I've got to take another call.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let you go right now. Call back again, we should be back on Friday, okay?
Okay. I would like, because there were some things I didn't get to talk about that I wanted to.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Like, gay marriage and all that. But,
okay.
Alright, thanks. You're welcome. Oh, I didn't kick his ass.